What is up, people? I hope you guys are all having an amazing Monday today, or actually it's a Tuesday. Haha. But I hope you guys are all having an amazing Tuesday today. We're going to take a look at some stuff. We've got JiDion's apology, which you guys know it's it's been a little minute. I would say it is a little well overdue, but yeah, he's got his apology. So we're just gonna kind of look at it. We're gonna kind of look at what Bloodspeth had to say about it and everything. I tried not to look at it too much because I really want to have like just a a clear head, when we look at this, and really just just take a look at how real it is or not, and everything. So I think that's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Also too, there's a bunch of other topics too that I like to maybe get into. Kaceytron, I don't know if you guys know Kaceytron. She used to be one of the first actually women streamers. What's up, Jack Rents? Hope you're living good. Hope you're living good today. But she used to be one of the first I guess you could say what did they call them, you know what I'm saying, streamers, and she used to you guys know I play League of Legends. She used to very badly play like League of Legends, and that would really make people mad, but she got clout off of that because people would be like, before, if you played a video game like intentionally bad, no one had seen anything like that, so it was kind of crazy. And but we're gonna get into that. Apparently she was drunk driving on literal live stream. Insane, right? Yeah, but she was doing that, and then I found this OnlyUseMeBlade video too, so we might check that out. I do want to see if it's like the stuff that's really recent that happened with Blade, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, dude. You know what I mean? And then also too, they're talking about they fired LowTierGod. I think it was something like LowTierGod had a deal that he's going into, and he kind of got dropped from his deal because I guess he wasn't able to get the viewership that they were wanting for the deal. And yeah, it's just kind of funny because LowTierGod's always talking about how you should never do business with blacks, and it's like I don't know what blacks you're talking about. JBowens be chilling, but I think LowTierGod be talking about himself. You know what I mean? We already know, like, he's got his daughter. She's up there in age. He's been on the move for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny, dude. He's also I think he lost it, but dude, he was also like kind of a felon. So yeah, it's just funny when he hates black people, I guess, for all of the things that he is. But hey, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this JiDion video and just kind of see what was going on with his apology, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are doing good today. Hope you guys are doing good today too. Sorry, moving around. Let's see what he's talking about.
Video ever like this. I'm never gonna make a video like this again.
What's up, Slim?
Obviously you guys know what's all going on.
Dang, wait, hold on. What you said? You found out the girl you've been dating for 7 years is cheating on you. So I'm live and you need something to distract. Hey, we're here for you, man. That's crazy. That's actually wild. I'm sorry. Like that's gotta hurt. It's crazy. You really can't trust anybody out here but yourself, for real. You're always going to make sure yourself's good, but that's why I always say it's great to be social, but in the end, you just got to make sure yourself's good. So I hope you take some time to yourself for real this week. Make sure you eat your best foods. I would say make sure your house is real, like, clean and everything. Like, maybe get some candles going, just like some good vibes around the house, everything like that. Maybe run a night where you play like your favorite video game, and I don't know, maybe get you a bottle of wine or something like that. But yeah, man, shout out to you. That's tough. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's like, I don't know what people are talking about. Like, a grown man can't cry. Like, grown men can cry, bro. Y'all can cry, especially if you got a good reason. Now, if you crying because you done broke a nail, then all right, I might look at you funny. But if you crying because your girlfriend of 7 years cheated, you know what I'm saying? Man, let it out, man. Let it out, and we're here for you. All right.
You guys saw me getting...
It's funny, guys. By the way, I don't know if it'll be on this stream, but my cousin's actually bringing over a pup. We're gonna have a little pup in the gang. So you guys are gonna see. It's a super cute little pup. He's got way too much energy, and y'all will probably just see him like attacking the fuck out of me. Like, he'll probably be like nipping at my, like, I'm trying to make a video and I'm like, yo, hey. But you know what I will not do? I will not pull a Nova and just be like, oh, yo, get off my stream. Just like I just hit the dog with a two piece. You know what I mean? What's up? What's that? Sid Ritchie. That's an interesting name. Sid Ritchie. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's been tough out here for the JBowens gang. You know, we the World Cup was yesterday. We took a loss. I took Lady Bowens out to the World Cup so she could experience this loss with me, and it was just very embarrassing. I feel like we definitely didn't play well. I feel like we didn't play to our potential, and as somebody who's played soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, for my entire life, I was thoroughly embarrassed. But it was turn. Shout out to you guys too who popped in when I was on my ride back. You know, after all those, like, what is it, Michelob Ultras, the official beer of the World Cup. No, JBowens is not sponsored for Michelob. Though Michelob, if you guys wanted to give me a sponsor, you know what I'm saying, that may be one that I would accept. And by this time, I get a bunch of like requests for sponsorship, so I think I can say that, you know, a Michelob one I would take.
An arrest.
But yeah. So let's get into this JiDion apology video, everything like that, and yeah, let's see what's going on. As we already know, he's essentially, there was the whole stuff with what's it called, the squatter. There we go. There was the whole situation with the squatter. JiDion was trying to get the squatter out. He was kind of using the entire town of people to do that. He ended up getting arrested. A few other people ended up getting arrested too because they were trespassing at a McDonald's, and you know, so I'm sure a lot of you guys really know this situation, but let's go ahead and get into it and see what he had to say. So he dropped this video too. You guys know how YouTubers do it. Like I got to do it at one point too. Like just a video that just says I quit. Love her dramatic effect or something. Should we throw him a like? Yeah, let's throw him a like. But yeah, let's see what he's talking about. And let's see, I want to know from you guys if you guys think this is like a genuine apology or not. Or you, because honestly, it has been a minute. It's been like what, like 2 weeks or something since this happened. No, even with Trump helping us cheat, we lost. That's a whole story.
Video ever like this. I'm never gonna make a video like this again. But you know, obviously you guys know what's all going on. You guys saw me getting arrested. You guys saw Cold Blues video and everything. And I did a reaction to it, kind of like, oh no, this wasn't right, this is how it happened, da 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 da. But genuinely, during the last few weeks, I've done a lot of just like inward reflection, and I've been talking to my fiance a lot, and I just kind of came to realize, you know, what I was doing wrong. And
what's up, Doubtful?
Also came to realize that
what's up, Happy Jesus too. Welcome.
I was genuinely losing the plot. And I have to say, like, genuinely, I feel like a hypocrite, you know, because just a couple videos ago, I was saying how
low-key bro did kind of lose the plot. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen any recent like JiDion like pred catch videos, but I feel like we all just love the pred catch videos. I love the pred catch videos. I really don't know why the content needed to go into any type of way, like any type of other like you know, form. Also too, it should be easier too for him to handle the pred catch videos rather than live streaming, but I think he does end up like I said, I haven't seen the whole thing, but I have seen like a few minutes of it. I think he does end up talking about, you know, the what's the word of that drug, the dopamine that you can get during a live stream, and that instant gratification. You know, you do something crazy, all of a sudden you get a bunch of likes, or all of a sudden somebody throws $20 or something like that, and it, you know, kind of gets to your head. But I mean, that's what makes us strong as people, is who can handle it and who can. What's up, Sheikah? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Moonlight? Hope you're doing good too. By the way, what's going on with that show? Isn't that a Disney show? I think I saw the first season. I kind of liked it, where it was the like Moon Warrior. I don't know if that's what they called them, but do they have more seasons of that? Because I think I watched the whole first season.
What Alex was doing was a distraction from the bigger mission, and then I come along doing what I was doing, and if anything, it was an even bigger distraction from the mission. You know what I mean? Now I had to pay 6+ figures for my lawyer fees, and then my fans' lawyer fees and everything. And that money could have been used for the betterment of society, but now it's being used in the legal system. You know what I mean? and it's just completely unnecessary.
Imagine that. I wonder, like, not to be like a pocket watcher, but like, dang, how much money do you have to just all of a sudden just be like, yeah, well, you know, I mean, obviously JiDion has like 6 million. Obviously he's rich. As we know, the famous quote, he is a multimillionaire. 6 figures isn't that much to a multimillionaire, but it is kind of crazy to think like, yeah, you just do something like dumb real quick and then just here's $100 grand to handle that. Like that's kind of crazy. Like, it should have been me. I'm gonna have to pay that. I'll play that clip. Let me have it at the ready.
I still don't think I committed a crime. I still do think that, you know, genuinely, I was just being not only just an ass, but annoying. And I've come to realize that, you know, genuinely, streaming makes me the worst me. You know, thinking back on it, every quote unquote controversy, not even quote unquote, every controversy and everything that I've ever got into, anytime I trended on Twitter for something negative, it's always been for some streaming clip. You know, like the first one that comes to mind is the Pokimane situation.
I was literally
the second one that comes to mind.
I was thinking the same thing. Y'all know where he I think he just like roasted her or something. Like, I don't know. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But it was like not that crazy, and he just got banned for it because, you know, I think people just kind of put Pokimane on a pedestal. So it's like one of those, how dare you talk about Pokimane? You know, I think it was one of those type of situations, but that's kind of haunted him to this day. But yeah, that was on live stream. Yeah, he's right. That was in fact on live stream.
The Logan Paul thing. And then besides all that, like, bro, I've been in countless beefs. And
oh yeah, just like some people will actually count how many times I say you know and like. Yeah, we might need a counter for him saying genuinely. He says it all the time. I genuinely
a majority, I would say probably like,
yeah, he's genuinely a multimillionaire.
Have come.
Y'all know too, I'm about to grab a Michelob Ultra. I don't even want them anymore. The US just got kicked out of the World Cup. I'm gonna be nice. Shout out to all the other countries and you guys in your various countries, you know, out here. Have a great time in the United States. I'm just still a little salty. You know, I'm still learning. You know, so it's like I see a Michelob Ultra and I'm like, the World Cup, and I'm like, ah. But also, like, bro, we got our butts whooped. Okay. Shout out to Belgium because y'all deserve it. Okay. And we want the best team to win. We want the best team to win. But that doesn't mean I can't be angry about it. Okay. Hit the like button.
You know, and I think what it is genuinely is, you know, I don't think it's a good thing to just look at a chat for hours on end and you're just like in real time getting opinions of people. And then, you know, I know probably some of my other streamers can attest to this. You know, you see somebody in the chat say boring or L stream or something like that. And then it flips a switch in you where you want to be more entertaining and you want to, you know, pump up the levels and everything, and you want to entertain. And I think the reason why I gravitated so much to streaming is because I think I'm just like a instant gratification.
Quick point, I do kind of get what he's saying, you know, especially like when streaming is really like tied to your job and it's tied to your income. Like, most people want to make more income, so they start, it starts becoming a thing that it's not immediate. So it's like you don't even notice that you're changing. You just do something, you make a little joke that's a little extra that, you know, you never JiDion. Yeah, I know I say it wrong. I think I say JiDion. I think I say JiDion when it's JiDion. Whatever. It's something like that. Whatever. But you guys get what I'm saying. The point is that obviously, if making the content is connected to your income and everything, then it will, you know, start messing with your head. Then you realize, okay, I said something crazier. I got a little bit more money today, or oh, I moved a little crazier. Now I got a few more views. And that's why I kind of think it's good, especially I would say like the start for me, where it's like when those things are kind of separate. Like, I'm 30 years old. Obviously, I've had a life well before this channel. And I think that allows me to kind of do what I want to do without fear. Like, you guys know, I have no fear of like my channel getting down, or like taken down or anything like that. That's why I play so much with the copyright system during the streams and stuff. Because for me, like, this channel is something I love to do and it's amazing. Hanging out with y'all is chill, but it's not my life. You know what I mean? It's not my life. And if this was to end tomorrow, life would still go on. But when people really have that like kind of connection, I think it really can start playing a mental game, you know, that you really don't want to do. But I don't know if it's preventable.
There's no better instant gratification than you streaming, because when you make a video, you don't get that instant gratification. You can know you made a fire video, kind of like my going to the most racist town in America.
Genuinely plus JiDion.
But it took
JiDion.
like a month plus to get it edited and perfect. And then when I posted it, you know, it didn't pop off at first. It was actually a 10 out of 10. And then over time, it grew and grew and grew. And it did what I thought it was going to do. But it wasn't instant gratification. Whereas when you stream, you know, you can have streams where right out the gate, you have, you know, thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of people watching you then and there. And then people are clipping you like right away and stuff like that. And you get that instant gratification. But I'm realizing that's not good for me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's bad for everybody, because you got people like Queso and Jinxie and a bunch of other streamers who can stream and not, you know, causing controversies and just keep it entertaining. But, you know, genuinely, I'm not that guy, pal. I'm gonna be real. And so, like, I'm not on here, you know.
I don't know. He did go on a one with that stream. I really was wondering, is like, I really don't know why they had to take the whole Joe situation out of the house. Also, too, let's be real here. Let's say they did run into, if you guys don't know, Joe is the person that they were, the squatter that they were trying to get out of the house. Even if they did run into Joe in the public, like, what were they going to do to him? It's not like they can, like, beat him up. Like, were they just going to be like, Joe, you got to get out of the house? I mean, like, I don't know. Like I said, that whole situation, they really could have just I would have made an entire Twitch channel dedicated to this. And then I would have just set up the cameras, had 24-hour cameras rolling. Now, let's remember, this guy's a multimillionaire. He can definitely afford for the internet to have cameras rolling 24/7. But I would just do that, and all the resources he has, you could literally just have somebody come to the house like at a certain time every day and just start messing with him until he leaves. You know, like, you don't even have to be in the area too. And I'm very sure that a lot of people would love to watch a stream of like this squatter's 24-hour giving him absolutely no like privacy, if that's possible, if that's legal. You know what I mean? I would tune into that to say like, oh, look, it's Joe brushing his teeth. Like somebody messed with him, you know? We put hot sauce in his toothpaste or something.
Apologizing or anything, because I don't owe you guys an apology. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't affect any of y'all. But I do want to say that I see where I was wrong 1,000.
I mean, you should still like, I'll probably apologize to some of the fans. Probably wanted you to like start making a change in your life genuinely, though. I would say, like, I mean, I get you're like, you didn't do anything to the fans, but did you really not do anything to the fans? Like, me personally, I wouldn't like if my favorite content creator is taking slack, if people are talking negatively about my favorite content creator, and if I felt like my favorite content creator was getting on a right path or getting on a good path, and then they stray from that path, that I feel like that would kind of hurt, you know? So, I mean, I get what he's saying. He didn't technically do anything to the fans, but if I was a fan, I would be disappointed. And what's been happening the last few weeks, I would have apologized to the fans too, but hey, it's you know, it's not a big deal. I'm being nitpicky. You know,
apology to, you know, I've given them to them. You know, to the boys who got arrested. They're all 18 plus, by the way. I know a lot of people were saying that they were minors. They're all 18 plus, but still, you know, I put them in that situation, and they didn't have to be. And at the end of the day, I shouldn't have ever been there. You know, with my values as a Christian, I haven't been moving like that, man. And I've been falling back to my old self. And I've seen some of you guys in the comment section like calling it out, like, JiDion, you're going back to your old self. You know what I mean? Like dibbling, dabbling in pranks and stuff like that. And, you know, even though, you know, Joe wasn't doing a good thing by squatting at his mom's house and stuff like that, you know, at the end of the day, who am I to just, you know, troll and stuff? I have so many other better things.
I would say he probably disappointed some fans.
And money
some fans are just going to ride no matter what, you know.
For a bunch of catches, you know what I mean? Getting bad people off the streets. And so what I'm here to just pretty much say is the shenanigans are stopping. The shenanigans are over. And genuinely, like, this was a very humbling experience that I really needed. And I genuinely think
I can say I'd be happy, like, just see him go back to just keep it at the pred catches, go back to that, just keep it chill. Don't, just get the job done, I think that would be great. And I'm not saying he can't do any other type of content. Like, I would never say that. And also too, I think that can really put you in a kind of negative mind space if you think, dang, this is all I can do. I can only do this type of content. What if I just want to have fun? What if I just want to, y'all see me a little bit, like I'm still learning a lot. I've learned how to just go live on my phone. So y'all see me just randomly sometimes, like, yeah, sometimes the live will end in like 2 minutes because I'll be like, oops, I did a setting wrong. But it's fun to be able to sometimes have that. Like me, like I like having like streams like this. Like for instance, I know if Nova Online was in the title, there would probably be 2 times as many people in here right now. I don't want to talk about Nova Online all the time. And that guy sucks. I don't want him running like running my life. You know what I mean? He said, oh, what's up, Pete? He said you didn't get notified for the streaming. You have notifications on. I don't know. YouTube might not be too happy with me. I've been, especially with me like going live at certain stuff and then like deleting the live like immediately because I mess up a setting and stuff like that. YouTube might not be the happiest with me. And this isn't a Nova stream, so it may be looking for you to be looking into some Novine content. We will end up talking about Nova at some point. Not today though. Probably tomorrow.
if this didn't happen, it just would have continued, you know what I mean? And who knows, it could have been something worse. It could have been something horrible that I could never come back from, you know what I mean? So I'm just blessed that God let it be something like this, you know, that I put myself in a situation like this.
Crazy, he actually just dropped a video an hour ago called "Pride Tried to Seduce Me After I Expose Him." We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at that.
To where I can actually rebound and do better. And you know what? You genuinely, to the Woodhaven Police Department, I see where you guys are coming from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to have a Nova channel. I want to have a, you know, YouTuber. And two, even if you can talk, like, for instance, we have 30 people in here. Hit the like button. Sorry, heard something at my door. I never know. Lady Bones could pull up at any moment. But yeah, it's like, I don't want to, it's hard to get a platform. If you guys don't know, or if you guys have ever tried live streaming, having 30 people in a live stream, I don't know what percent of live streamers that puts you in, but it's probably dang high. Because like, let's have a look. If you have 30, let's just say you have 30 average viewers. What percentage of live streamers are you? What, like top 20? Holy shit. Okay, so this is just the AI overview. It says if you can maintain an average 30 concurrent viewers, it says you are in the top 0.1% of live streamers, which is actually high because all the people that are streaming to 0 to 2 people, you don't know they exist. They're there. You just don't see them. So you feel like they're not there, but they're there. And I know because I've streamed to 0 to 3 people for years. I've done it for years, you know. Let's see.
Fans coming all over the place and stuff like that. You know, you guys have never probably had anything like that happen in your town before. And, you know, quiet towns like to stay quiet. And, you know, to Officer Mitchell, you know, I called you out of your name multiple times. So on
the other app, if you average 18 viewers, you're already in the top 1% of streamers. Isn't that crazy?
You feel me? Like, if I was a cop, I would arrest somebody too if I was getting called out of my name like that. So genuinely, I feel like there's a lot of blame to go around. And I feel like a lot of the blame has to be pointed right back at me. It said that the live is YouTube featured. And that's interesting. So, man, you know, bro, I'm getting spammed up with I'm a multi-millionaire. I don't know what's going on. And, you know, genuinely, like, bro, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Genuinely, it doesn't bother me like that because it humbled me. It humbled me. The whole situation humbled me. And I'm just, the reason why I titled the video what I titled it is because I'm never gonna stream again. You know, genuinely, you know, I love streaming, but it's just too much bad comes with it. And I don't know how to control myself. And so the best way to control myself is to distance myself. And so I just can't stream anymore. And I won't stream anymore because I actually want to be here for the betterment of society. And what I was doing during that stream wasn't for the betterment of society. Now, police resources are being wasted and judicial resources.
The streamer
are being
use
wasted.
stuff is crazy.
And, bro, I've dropped 6+
I think they
figures.
said Kai had a million viewers in a stream or something too. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's insane.
On fighting this legally, you know what I mean? And it's just all just unnecessary garbage. And it was garbage content too. And the crazy thing is, you know,
yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, like I like a lot of the stuff that JiDion makes, but with the stuff with the buying stuff for a penny, I wasn't a big fan of that for sure. It's essentially just harassing the workers, making their lives hard. Just not scamming technically, because it's technically not a scam. Because I'll speak on that later, I guess, but it's technically not a scam, but it's just one of those things where, yeah, just because it's not a scam doesn't mean it's like right and it's okay. Essentially, this video is a video of you going around and just making everyone's life harder so you can make some money. And maybe some people that don't care about seeing like innocent, just random civilians just be harassed, maybe it made them laugh. But I feel like a lot of us too that actually have to like go to work and like go to jobs and like, you know, stuff like that. Like, I feel like a lot of us don't really like seeing like see, I'm saying like a lot. Don't like that's a party foul. But people don't enjoy seeing random civilians working hard getting harassed, you know? Police resources being wasted because of what he did. Yeah, that's also true. That very much happened. Yeah. They're over here trying to trespass you out this McDonald's, focused on you chasing this person around their entire town. When there are people really out here selling that drug that starts with an F. You know what I mean? Real thieves, real people that will delete you out here, and they need to be worried about JiDion and the small militia that he's built in their town to go to this squatter that really they could have just put like some, like, yeah, that smell bad stuff. I think if the entire house was filled with that for a week, like that squatter would not be there. He would not be there.
From 2024 to now, I was making good content, getting actual bad people off the streets. And it's just crazy that I told myself that wasn't enough, you know? And I think it's just, you know, kind of just seeing all my friends, you know, like seeing Canel do his thing with streaming, seeing Kai, seeing people I know like Speed and all of them doing their thing with streaming. And it's like, oh man, you know, I'm like, I want to go back. And it's like, I'm tempting myself. And then I always just like.
But the thing is if you know, well, I don't know the Canel guy, but let's talk about Kai and I Show Speed. Their content, maybe it used to back in the day, and I don't even think so. Not too much, at least. They've always been known for like actual, just like IRL streaming. Kai is more of a desktop streamer, but especially Speed. Speed has had what JiDion can do and what I would want to do if I was able to ever have some type of like clout for that. Let's go do some crazy stuff, cool stuff, and show the people how much fun we're having, because everybody doesn't always have the opportunity to do these things that a streamer can do. You're a multi-millionaire. If you know, I think the Pred stuff is cool. I would want to see you do that the most. But you don't think, for instance, me, he can go get him a crazy ticket at the World Cup and be sitting there right front lines and show us what it's like to go to the World Cup game as a multi-millionaire. People can't experience that. Most of us in the chat, you know what I'm saying, unless you got Munyon really like that, I don't. We'll never be able to experience something like that. So he's talking about, he's making it seem like he just gotta harass people. You know, like, bro, you can IRL stream and show your life. Do some traveling. People want to see, JiDion takes on South Korea. JiDion takes on Africa. Speed's African tour was legendary. And Speed is, like, not saying it like in a bad way. You're into, like, I know how he gets. You're way more successful than me. I have no problem with that. Speed is more successful than JiDion. And he doesn't have to harass people. He used to be wild back in the day, but that's back in the day. He's been done with that. So it's like, but I get it. You're like, it's the live stream. It's not just the live streaming. It's, bro, there's so many other options that you can have. It's just, why does your content have to be something that makes people angry? It doesn't. If I was able to have enough viewers to where I could physically live, and all I could do is like travel the world, show you guys around Atlanta, different states, different cities, show you guys different foods that we're eating, we're interacting with different people from all around the world. Come on now. I think that's the best job a person can have in their life. And for me personally, that would be in game for JBowens. I can't think of what past that I would really want to do. We go around helping people, stuff like that. Why can't he do that? I feel like that'll get views. And don't get me wrong, drama gets views. But his baseline is already so high. He's good. Who cares if you lose 20%, 10% viewership? But you're actually doing stuff where you're not ending up in these beefs. You're not getting arrested. You're not spending $100,000 to get people out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Speed definitely matured with his fame, but let's be real here. The last time Speed was really like harassing people with his content, it's been years. It's been a minute. And don't get me wrong, I know that Speed and Kai content used to be crazy, but that was a long time ago. They've completely shown that you can move on from that. And it's like he's not acknowledging that right now, and he's just like, hey, I just gotta quit live streaming, which maybe that's for him. Maybe that'll help him get there.
Go back into the streaming stuff when really I should have left that alone, because you guys remember the video where I said that I was done bothering society. Bro, look what I was doing.
Yeah, getting banned 3 times will definitely get you right.
And I was blessed to find something that wasn't nuisance, actually cleaning up the streets, getting predators off the streets. And instead of just sticking with that and doing that, I got distracted and I got greedy, and I wanted to go back into doing, slop content. And, genuinely, I don't think if I went through the situation, I think I would have kept on making the slop content. And genuinely, I think if I would have kept on making this slop content, who knows, I could have affected somebody seriously, like where it would be irreparable and couldn't be fixed.
It's like that one lady from Home Depot got fired. It's like, little do we know. Now, she probably didn't, but like it wouldn't surprise me if, I'm trying to think of the way to say it. In a different context, that lady definitely would have been fired, if y'all know what I'm talking about. They were talking about she's being aggressive, all of this, or whatever. But either way, she wasn't a good look to her coworkers, who, of course, the coworkers at this point probably know it wasn't her fault at all. But assuming this is all real life, because technically it is, that would just be a lady that basically treated a customer wrong, and they're gonna want to fire you.
So I quit streaming. I quit nuisance stuff. I quit all that. And I genuinely just want to do good for society. I want to make society better. And that's what I'm going to do. So I just came on here to say that. And one other thing I've also realized is, bro, I'm going to be real, y'all. I got to... I
might have to look into that. Who's the chicken salad lady?
You got to watch my streams. You guys see it all the time where it's like I get triggered, you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, the officers were just doing their jobs and I was just getting triggered and I was acting like a Karen. I had a Karen moment. I feel like we're all due for a Karen moment, but, mine was on camera. And luckily, You know, I feel like we all go through moments like this in life. Not like mine, but we all go through moments like this in life where we're not our best self. But, you know, not everybody has their best self put on camera to millions of people. And genuinely, I wish everybody could have that experience.
There's also two sides to that, though. Like, I mean, as somebody who streams, I can't say I'm a victim because every time I mess up my words, or let's say I get too smacked on camera or something, I do something dumb or anything like that, I can't be like, well, see, the thing is you guys don't have to deal with this because you're not on camera 24/7. You know what that also means? That also means that the person is liable to be very terrible off camera too as well, and none of that is just seen. I think really a live stream can be a great reflection of you, maybe an exaggerated version of you, and then really yeah, I don't think that's any type of real defense that it's like, hey, well, I'm kind of a victim because everybody's watching everything that I do. First, you have to hit live, and then people are only able to see really what you show them. And also too, just because you're live, just because a streamer is live, I want y'all to know that streamers have lives outside of their lives. They're doing things, you know, when they're not live. They're acting a certain way. A good indicator to know would be you watch how they emotionally move, how they talk, how they interact on live, especially when you know, when they're not thinking of putting on this certain persona, when they're just naturally acting, and you can tell they're just naturally engaging with chat. That's how you'll see the real them. And as a matter of fact, when it comes to that, a lot of these people are worse off stream. Not in every situation, but a lot of these people are worse off stream. I don't know if you guys saw that one pastor. Actually, let me show you guys this clip if I can, because I think it pertains. Let me let this run a little bit too.
When you have that happen, it makes you do reflection. And so, you know what? Weirdly enough, bro, I want to go back to Woodhaven, and I want to catch a pred there. I want to actually have a good relationship in that city.
Look at this. Like, a lot of people be fake like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this pastor. And I think I'm a Christian. Y'all, I'm a Christian. But don't think I won't call out my people when they doing wrong now. This ain't no Christians are immune. No, Christians can do some diabolical activity.
What is that?
The water that you asked for.
Yeah, a large.
So I'm gonna just play it back so you guys can really see this. Look how this man acts. Despicable.
What is that?
What's up, Twisted?
The water that you asked for.
Yeah, a large glass of water for my live stream. This is like a kid size.
I'm sorry.
I'm an adult. Bring out an adult size, okay? You're messing the whole video up. Okay, just delete that part.
Yeah, we're live.
You can't back up like 30 seconds. Okay, well, that's an example of how certain people can be a stumbling block to other people and cause them to sin. Like, she caused me to sin and become angry because she didn't get the water right. You know what? Let's just restart. What is that?
Y'all see how fake some of this stuff be? Y'all see how fake some of these people be? That's what I mean. I try not to be fake. In real life, I'm a dickhead. You know what I mean? Like, in real life, I act the same way. Like, I roast Lady Bowens, I roast Nick. Like, that's how I am in real life. And for me, it's so much more chill with your people when you're just 100% real. I'm not perfect. I can be mean sometimes. I can be mean sometimes. I can be aggressive sometimes. I'm human. Y'all think I don't get, when y'all hear me on chat, y'all think I'm flexing for the chat when I tell Nick that he's sweet. Y'all don't think when we're off camera, like, why do y'all think Nick reacts the way that he does? Because it's Nick's reality. Like, not to sound like I'm crazy mean, I just like go out of my way to like be mean to Nick or anything. But what I'm saying is like, yeah, I realize these content creators are not perfect, and being a content creator, if you're trying to act like you're perfect, that only makes your life harder. I want y'all to know that I'm not perfect. Why? Because I'm always Perfect. Shout out to Perfect, man. Perfect just said, did I hear perfect? You did hear perfect. Shout out to you. But you guys get what I'm saying. It's like, if you can work with your audience to where you can actually be truly real and as close as you can to yourself, Because obviously there's certain details of my life that I can't tell you guys for safety reasons, things like that. Don't want to, screw up anybody else's life, is it? You know what I'm saying? But you can be real. And a lot of times I think your audience really appreciates that you're being real with them. And you're not trying to put on some type of facade. I be roasting Lady Bowen sometimes. Like, bro, she do let me think. What's the last time I roasted her? What did I roast her for? I don't know what the last thing I roasted her for. But y'all think 100% of the time we're like perfect or something? Y'all think we're like some like perfect couple and we don't have arguments and we don't have like real life situations and things like that? To me, the part that would be stressful would be trying to keep up with that rather than just be like, yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. She wanted a 6-piece last night and I got her a 4-piece, and I'm just saying. But let's see. Let's get back to it.
If you guys are still calling them or causing them any ruckus or
anything,
anything,
I just want y'all to know that when you're watching the JBowens channel, hit the like button. That's why I'm so adamant. Hit the like button. That's why I'll just say it like that. I'm just chilling. But yeah, I can tell you guys, you're definitely getting probably, I would say, a good 96% of JBowens. And the only rest that you can't see is because I can't show you that. There are certain stories that I just can't expose myself to. I can't tell them as much as I would love to. Just like my life, I'm sure you guys all have things that you either regret doing or just things that you can't do. Like, for instance, I haven't done this. Let's say I stole out of a Target. I'm not going to tell you a story about me like stealing out of a like committing a crime on a Target. Are you trying to convince us or yourself? Hey, shout out to Steve. He's back after, I guess it was a 24-hour ban, and he comes back. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. Actually, I'm just letting you guys know that there's different personas that come into this streaming stuff, and I think as a streamer, the best way that you can make sure that you're having a good time doing it, and the way that you can be real with your audience, is actually being real with them and not trying to act perfect, No way, Simp and Steve.
Just do not do that at all, man. They're actually out there protecting and serving, and it's a quiet neighborhood. You know what I mean? And I made it not quiet. I'll be honest.
What's up, Anon? Hope you're doing good.
This isn't any PR damage or anything, because I'm gonna be real with you guys. Genuinely, like, the situation didn't affect anything. If I was clout demoning off of it, I would have just been like, oh yeah, kind of like what I was doing before, making jokes about it and stuff like that. But now I'm realizing that I don't want to do this. I want to mature. I was maturing, then I let myself regress, and now I want to keep on maturing, and I want to move on from this. And
that's actually to me, that's kind of exactly what happened. I do love that he's aware, but let's be real, it's been a little minute. He's aware because the comments were absolutely slaughtering this man. Let's keep it stacked. Like, would he have known if the comments weren't going crazy? Like, would he have came to this conclusion himself? Probably not. But I think he already said that he wouldn't have. And also, too, I can't discount somebody for that, because probably the same way. A lot of times you don't realize that things are bad until you get slapped in your mouth. You don't realize things are bad until you actually have to pay for the consequences of it. And that's why it's so important for there to be consequences for bad actions. Get you right. Somebody's going to court. You're talking about JiDion's court case?
Because like I was saying earlier, I realized I have a fragile ego, bro. I have a fragile ego.
Oh, Anon's got a court case. Hey, good luck. Good luck on your court case. Good luck. I wish, it'd be crazy if I had like a court sponsor. Imagine JBowens just has like lawyers on go. I bet JiDion got him because he's a multi-millionaire. But really though, good luck. Courts always can be scary depending on the situation. Let us know the situation if you can. You don't have to, but there's a big difference between like, I got a speeding ticket and like I'm on trial for, robbing a bank and I slapped 3 bank tellers like when I pulled up.
They affect me, and so I saw something that Scarlett Johansson said, and it's crazy. Like, she also said that she has a fragile ego. So the way she combats it is she just doesn't read comments about herself. And I realized, like, the last couple of days, I feel like the reason why I got to this point is because I haven't been reading comments. It's because I haven't been looking at videos about me talking about the situation. And it's letting me come to a more clearer view, because I feel like if I was watching that content, you know, you guys see me react to other people talking about me. You know, I get all riled up and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, why am I triggering myself?
Yeah, he got dumb mad when Bloodspeth called him out. We're also going to take a look at Bloodspeth's post too. I know he went live and kind of talked about it, but I don't know. Maybe we'll search through the live, but I'm kind of chilling. Like I said, my lady boo's not here, so we can kind of cool it now until she pulls up.
You know, no one told me.
By the way, the stream, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Obviously, I've been live streaming a crazy amount lately, dropping no videos. We're going to be back on the whole video grind and everything pretty much like tomorrow, Thursday, somewhere around then. Basically, the week that she spent here, I was like, you know, it's really had me in that social mood, you know. So I've been having a great time with you guys this week. If you guys have been around for all these live streams that we've had, like, you guys already know, the day ones already know what's good. Also too, I got to get this membership going, like Slackington, right? But yeah, appreciate you guys, really,
or anything.
That's her right now.
And so, like, when I post this video, I'm not going to read comments or anything. This isn't for any damage control stuff. So you guys can say whatever you want in the comments. I'm not going to read it, because I'm gonna be real, I can't handle it. But you know what I can handle? I can handle these preds, and I can handle making a difference in society. And that's what I'm gonna keep on doing. And
wait, Blood did the AI the Nova AI assistant interview yesterday? Oh, I kind of want to cover that now, but like not now, but I kind of want to cover that today. But also, it's like, that's, I don't know. We might need a whole, like, we might need like a whole live for that.
Yeah. You know? So I guess, you know what? I do want to say one thing. I do want to apologize.
Like a dedicated live to that? Maybe one other small, the people in the chat were vile.
Flop content.
Why?
And I apologize for.
Is it because the AI assistant that's actually a real woman is a woman or something? Do we hate women or something over here? I don't know how you could hate women too. Like, fine shit. Oh my gosh, bro. Lady Bowens is literally gonna go. You know, she's probably watching this because she's always constantly watching. You know, she saw that and like she had the Arthur fist. Like, wait, hold on, let me show you guys like the Arthur fist. Oh man, like, you know, her fist was like this. She was like, excuse me, what did he say? Did he say women are beautiful beings? Yes, Lady Bowens, women are beautiful beings, but you're the only beautiful being for me. You know, I wish some girl would pull up with her fat cheeks. I hit her with one of these. YouTube's not notifying people. Honestly, I'm kind of probably blackballed. You know, they don't like this content, and they definitely don't like me because the stuff I be saying. I be talking about how YouTube be trying to deprive me from my right to be a live streamer, and why they be trying to stop the content. He said, do we hate women here? He had to check. That is crazy though. It is crazy that they were on that. It's not the assistant's fault. I can understand them being maybe slightly mad the assistant, because it's like, did you not Google who Nova Online was? And why are you helping defend this person? But still, I'm not one for like, nah, I don't know. We may have to take a look at that. Definitely tomorrow or something.
Pretty much forgetting about the mission. You know what I mean? This mission is so much more important than that slop content that I was posting. And so, yeah. That's pretty much all I gotta say. We're gonna be back on the mission. We're gonna be posting the pred catches, and we're gonna be going forward and doing our thing with a higher velocity and with a higher ferocity. I think that's the word I was looking for.
They still mad about the Naruto. Oh, by the way, what's up, real? Yeah, they did not like that. Yeah, and the
I appreciate you
karaoke.
guys, man. If you guys have no idea
They
what's
always
going on
mad.
with this, go check out Cold Blues
I
video.
should just
You
stop
guys can see
talking
me
about
getting
YouTube
arrested and
in
stuff. That
general.
pretty much breaks down the whole thing. But we're on to better things. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm on to better things. I'm on to just
Fan, I hope
doing
you're doing good. That does
pretty
make
much the
sense.
status quo, the usual catching preds and posting it and then dipping off. And you guys are gonna see, like, I'm gonna make me. If you guys see me raging in a pred catch or whatever, it's probably a old one. But I'm gonna be watching myself even while I'm dealing with police. Like, if a police officer isn't taking our evidence seriously, it's like, bro, being calm, cool, and collected is way better than having a screaming match and stuff like that. And you know, the Bible says, be harmless as a dove and wise as a serpent. And I haven't been moving like that. But I've been yapping now. I really don't got anything else to say. That's all I got to say, man. So I appreciate you guys. And no more slop content. No more streams. So if you guys have been enjoying the streams, no more, man. It's just going to be straight pred content. And
You know, it's crazy. There's probably just like the Christian in me and just me just, you know, thinking. I think it would be super cool if I had a YouTube channel, because who's read the whole freaking Bible? That thing is freaking fat, okay? It's fat and it's a lot to read, okay? Yes, I'm a Christian talking this way. Yes, but excuse me. I think it would be super cool if and maybe somebody's already done it, and I don't want no AI voice. I think it'd be super cool if somebody actually pulled up on camera and actually read, like, maybe like not every day, but like once a week or something. They just read like a chapter of the, well, it wouldn't be a chapter, but you guys know what I mean, like a portion of the Bible. And just over the time, who knows, 5-10 years, it probably would take a long time because the book's so long. Like, they just have it's an entire thing of a person actually just reading the entire book. I think that would be cool. Also, if you guys didn't know, I also do want to take a look at some other religions. Not like I'm trying to switch religions or anything like that, but you know, I think there's a lot of good, a lot of great lessons that a lot of these other religions teach. A lot of great stuff out there, and me, I'm one of those people. I don't want to make a decision because I'm ignorant. You know, I don't want to be Christian because that's all I know, and that's what my family been born on. You know, I want to be Christian because I chose to be Christian. You know. And you already know we got atheists over here. We got all types of different Christian, you know, different religions and stuff like that. But I do think that would be something kind of cool.
nothing else.
Definitely
man.
won't be on this channel if something like that happens. I can tell you guys that.
And at the end of the day, I don't know anything about your guys' lives. You feel me?
Somebody read it. They read it like it was tea they were dropping. You already know, though. I can't lie. I would probably be reading it the same type of way. I'd be like, Samson did what? I'd be, bro, y'all probably don't want me to read it, be reading it for y'all. Because I would probably be sitting there like, I'd be too invested in the, like, I'd be like, oh, dang. While he was sleeping, she cut off his hair. Oh, girl. I'd be like, oh, girl. Like, yo, I have the whole thing sounding like Love Island or something. Yo. You worship the Greek gods? Oh, I love Greek mythology. Ever since I've been a little kid, I have absolutely loved those Greek mythology stories. Just also, too, you guys know they have a movie coming out about the Odyssey. You know, that should be dope. Don't ask Critical Drinker if you guys know that YouTuber. He's dope. But don't ask him, but he's single-handedly potentially taking down movies now. People call it blasphemous, but it's people finding a new way to enjoy it. Yeah, I just think, honestly, I think it's important to find ways for people to be able to ingest stuff. Like back in the day, back in the black churches, it used to be okay to have a 5-hour church service. You know what happens? A bunch of youth left the church because, bro, we're not trying to sit through no 5-hour church service. You know what happens when for instance, my church that I used to go to, I'm rarely ever there. But you know what happens when they decrease the time, and now the pastor will sit there and he'll just talk for like an hour. The service will be like a little hour and 30, little hour and 40. Bro, there's more people that want to come. There's more people hearing the word. There's more people having their lives changed. Because it's not about that traditional sitting around, we all gotta hate our lives, back hurting in the pews. And I think it's okay for me to say, I'm tired of these churches having these 5-hour sessions back hurting. If we really trying to actually convert people or do some good, then we might want to shorten it so people actually pull up. I'm tired of these lukewarm Christians. Like, they're lukewarm. They want to sit over here and worry about tradition. Honestly, screw tradition. Are we trying to honestly, even outside of the religion, let's just make sure that people are in a position where they can get their mind right so they can live their best life and be able to help people and make sure that the community is as good as possible. That's one criticism that I would definitely have of these Christian churches. You can't wait for me to be drunk singing the Old Testament. No, hey, choir time with JBow would be lit. Okay, it would be lit. A little, you know what I'm saying? And no, it's definitely no hate, because I've fallen asleep in plenty of church services, and I didn't realize until they shortened the church services. Dang, I could really get I could really get my lesson in 45 minutes. And be a better person going into the next week. I don't have to be here for 6 hours, back hurting, sleep, pastor looking at me because I'm, you know what I mean? Yo. And I'm telling y'all, black churches, we need to fix this. We need to fix this. But let me get off of this. I know I probably got 5 Christians in here. There's no reason for us to be having this conversation, but that bothered me. I don't know why the service got to be so long.
Your guys' entertainment. The only thing I'm in charge with is trying to get as many credits as I can as possible. That's it. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
Twisted. Laugh. I'm not here to, like, you know, I'm not here to do any of that. And I realize that.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all know too, when I was black, when I was black. Yo, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I was in high school and I went to my first white church, like big mega white church, I was like, yo, they had, I want to say they had a star. Yes, that's what I'm saying. When I was black, they had like a Starbucks, bro, and you could eat it in the church, bro. When they told me, not only did they have Starbucks, but also you could eat it while you're watching the service, I was mind blown. I was like, yo, this is the best place of all time, bro. They was having like a rock concert. Like, I pulled up. The service was only like an hour and 10 minutes. I pulled up. I was like, oh, I can still watch some Premier League on Sunday. Like, bro, man, they had JBowens. Like, they had JBowens feeling right. Like, I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Might pull up. You know what I'm saying? I remember it like it was yesterday. I had me a bear claw looking happy. I was singing the songs like this. I was listening to the song got my white claw. Hey, I had my white claw like that girl that was talking about she got her lemonade, the best lemonade ever. This is how I was looking with my white claw. I said, it's the best white claw ever. Yo, I was like this, bro. Why is this video a minute long? This is not a minute long video. But where is it? It's the got my home girl. I got you guys. Let's see. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how I was with my white claw. This is how I was. I was like, I had my white claw. I was dumb happy. Look how y'all see how turnt she looked. What's up, Tom? I hope you're doing good. A white claw in church. A bear claw. Am I saying white claw? I meant a bear claw. Yeah, not a white claw. Am I saying white claw? Y'all know I had some white claws. We had some white claws here like not that long ago. Yeah, she smacked. You can see. So this is how I pulled up. She got the lemonade, but I had a bear claw. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hold on. I was like, man.
The best lemonade ever.
I said it's the best bear claw ever.
Girlfriend.
Got my brother pulled up on me. and got the best
And watch,
lemonade
watch,
ever.
watch.
Right, that's all I was munching on the White Claw. Listening to that music, I was having the best time ever, man.
Good night.
Spurs up, South Carolina, Gamecock. You feel me?
Bro says Spurs up, bro. They're hilarious, bro. They need to start streaming.
JiDion, and I was trying to go back to the old
Bear
JiDion.
Claw is
Trying to go
food,
back
White
to
Claw is alcohol.
Prime JiDion, but you know, prime.
You're backing
JiDion
your Liddy.
is growing up and realizing
Liddy again, about to get Liddy again. F that song. Y'all know that song has lost me so much money. By the way, like that, because every time I play Blade, that freaking song plays and it copyrights my shit so quick. I'm like, it like the system. I guess it's just used to Blade or something. Because I can sometimes get away with playing like other stuff and it won't really get caught, but that song always gets caught.
that, hey.
By the
stuff
way,
that
we're looking
I'm
at
using
a Blade
as
video
a
today,
boy
so
shouldn't be
yeah,
the
this
same
stream
stuff I find
is
using as a
probably
man. And
gonna
bro,
get
I'm-
nuked a
believe it or
little
not, I'm
bit.
25.
It's okay. It's
I
okay.
know I look old as hell, but I'm 25 years old.
It is crazy. He's 25, but hey, I mean, I
You
don't
feel
know.
me? I need to grow up. I need to take accountability, and I need to mature. I need to actually be here for the betterment of society and not for the worse. And
What's up,
the best thing
East
I
Weezy?
know how to do
Figure it
to
out, dude.
better society.
What's up, Dill Z?
Is getting people
Dill
trying to
Z?
hurt
Like,
kids
actually,
off the
let me-
streets. So yeah, yo, that's it. That's the end of my TED talk. Sorry about the distractions. And Woodhaven Police Department, after all this legal stuff is all situated, bro, I would love to do something with you guys and work with your guys' department and potentially help better your guys' community. But you know, we'll cross.
Bro, you know they so tired of him. They like, bro, can you please just get out of our town, bro? We have had enough. You know they're like, we have had enough. So let's see. Oh wait, dude, freaking yo, Moist Critical was talking on this.
JiDion arrest and body cam footage.
Holy
Zoinks.
jeez. Let me I'll be right back.
Like eating a Burger King meal, that was not good
Wait, no.
at all.
You guys already know you cannot miss the first like 20 seconds of a Charlie video because he's always saying something crazy. He's always like this. He's always like, well, you know, I left the cheese on the street in the sun and it didn't burn. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But, and then like he goes into the video, it's like, it's like, it's like, bro, like.
I just watched the JiDion arrest and body cam footage.
What's up, Ryan?
Zoinks. Oof.
Hey, your homie
Like
Steve's
eating
in
a
here.
Burger King
He's
meal,
Steve's been
that
chilling
was
today, slick.
Not good at all. And it's really surprising. When I first heard that JiDion got arrested and that there was body cam footage of it,
I'll be
I
right
just
back.
assumed that it was going to be over something wacky, weird, or maybe something trivial, because JiDion like works collaboratively with law enforcement from what I've seen. So surely, if anyone knew about like lawful activity and shit, it would probably be him. So I thought maybe like some kind of misunderstanding or, you know, something going just tits up out of nowhere, but ultimately it'd be easy to see where he was coming from and be on his side about it. But after watching the footage, that's just not the case at all. I like JiDion. I've said this quite a bit. He's a reformed prankster, and hallelujah for that, because that is extraordinarily rare. Typically, when someone experiences success like JiDion, who blew up online because of pranks, they stick with that forever. But in JiDion's case, at the height of his popularity, he decided to walk the path of God. He found his faith again, and over time decided to make a drastic change and stopped doing that content, which I think is extremely admirable and something that you just do not see happen. It doesn't happen, period. And now these days, his content focuses on having predators arrested. So he's worked to catch a lot of really, really evil, bad people. And the vigilante predator catching community is something that's blown up online over the years, obviously, and in a lot of cases it's handled extremely poorly where the predators don't get arrested. They instead just get milked. The content creator latches on to their udders and starts fucking draining their balls of all the piss possible so they can monetize the shit out of it out the wazoo online without any care for doing it properly and getting them arrested. So they continue to still be a danger to children around them. In JiDion's case, I really felt like, while yes, he is clearly making a lot of money off doing this, he is also handling it in a way where these predators do get arrested. So I know a lot of people criticize like the reason behind it, like are they actually doing it for justice and to try and protect anyone, or is it just for their own financial self-gain? Which is a perspective I can totally understand. That is a very valid thing to be bringing up. I would argue, though, that the good outweighs the bad when it's handled properly and they actually get arrested. So in JiDion's case, I would say that even if the motive has been money, which I'm not entirely sure if that's why he's doing it, I do get a sense that he genuinely cares. The fact that many of the predators that he has investigated has led to actual jail time and arrest, taking them out of positions where they can continue to prey on children, is obviously a good thing to get them out of there. So I do like JiDion, but boy howdy, this arrest in body cam is a very bad look, unfortunately, and it's something that I do want to yap about now that I've become aware of it. Oh, they got him on code blue cam. Famous YouTuber gets himself and all his crew arrested.
Just how far people are willing to go to film content.
I don't understand all this, dude. Something so stupid over some like YouTube views.
Oh, whoa, YouTube view, that's worth more than gold, brother. You don't even look that old. What do you mean? YouTube views is the most important currency there is. People die over that. People fucking kill each other over that shit daily. This ain't a game, man. What do you mean?
When a man named Joe contacts Woodhaven police officers
Hi,
from
Joe.
a local McDonald's in Michigan, claiming that his nephew and his friends are stalking him. His nephew is 30-year-old Kenneth Chambers, who runs the YouTube channel
Skeeter Gene,
which currently has around 2.5 million subscribers and is well known for doing sting operations. Joe tells the officers that Skeeter and his friends have been following him and filming him throughout the day. Over the past several months, Skeeter has amassed millions of views on his channel by posting videos about his uncle. But Skeeter and his friend and collaborator, 25-year-old...
So is it... Hold on, let me read that title again. I exposed my own uncle. So is his uncle caught in one of the pedophile stings, or what's going on here?
About his uncle. But Skeeter and his friend and collaborator, 25-year-old JiDion...
Streaming inside squatter's house until he leaves.
So he's checking the whole code blue video, huh? So I gotta ask, let's see. Let's go into the Bloodspeth response. Do I have it here? Let me see. I'll find that. So their beef is still continuing, by the way. I guess you can't really call it a beef. It's kind of just Bloodspeth acknowledging, you know, that situation was kind of screwed up. I don't know. Let's see, because I haven't read this whole thing. It was kind of long. I'm not gonna lie. And you guys know I've been out here. We've been World Cupping it. We've been dealing with JBowens, trying to show her a good week. So yeah, y'all know JBowens did not read all of this, but I say let's read it. Check it out. Charlie will never make a Nova video, or would give Nova much publicity. Yeah. Excuse me. They probably would start buying Nova cords, which would be terrible. You think he should have publicly apologized to the Blood? Let's be real. He Blood probably. Is his Twitter back up? Like, bro, literally did lose like an account for that, or not lose it, but you know, let me see. Is it actually still hasn't gotten it back? Wow. Wait, let's see. It's still suspended. Yo, can we get a free Bloodspeth? Yo, can we get that account back? Please. All right. Okay, so let's see. Let me get my reading voice. All right, so JiDion just uploaded a response video where he clickbaits quitting only to reveal he's quitting streaming 7 minutes in. Now, yeah, I mean the I quit stuff. I don't know. How do you guys feel about the whole like people saying I quit? I might make an I quit video tomorrow. Hey guys, I'm gone, guys. I'm never returning. It's been a good run. It's been a good run. How long have we been lit on this channel? Like 4 months now, maybe. This video is honestly terrible. Dang, Bloodspeth. Oh, like, yo, I can say one thing, respect to Bloodspeth, because me, I'm a little bit more like I be keeping it chill. I be I be obviously trying to tell you guys as much of my opinions as I can, but I know also too, like on this YouTube stuff, you kind of want to, you never know situations. For instance, the Turkey Tom situation. I don't know if you guys remember, I made a video on the Turkey Tom situation. I really learned a lot about that because, you know, the girl came out, she was, you know, saying all this stuff about Turkey Tom. And it was like, you made a video right then and you like, yo, like, how could he have done that? You know, then you see his response that comes out a few days later. I think it even came out a week or two later. You'd be like, dang, did I really just put that on that dude? I'm not saying this is like what Bloodspeth is doing at all, but I'm just saying that, like, yes, sometimes I will kind of like hold a middle ground if I feel everything hasn't come out yet. Yeah. Now, it's extremely disingenuous and is very clearly a PR ploy to try and minimize the criticism that he's getting. Like, are we supposed to genuinely take this serious? It's almost been 2 weeks since he's been arrested, and since then he's defended himself tooth and nail. Now, this I have to agree with. Now, it is kind of tough when you change your mind after you realize that the chat is not changing their mind. And I can say, since this has happened, other than the apology, JiDion essentially was kind of, he was defending everything that he did. Like, I think us watching this today was the first time where I actually heard him say that the way that he handled that entire situation with the squatter was wrong. What's up, Rainbow? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. It's not? Maybe. I don't really care. I think JiDion. Oh, the ads are popping in. It's crazy. You guys know the craziest thing? Oh my gosh, it's so bad. I need to turn it off. Bro, I have YouTube Premium on 2 accounts. I have YouTube Premium on, bro, you would think I'm rich. You would think I'm rich. I wish. I have YouTube Premium on this account and the JBowens crime account, and I have not dropped over there in a minute. We gotta start dropping over there. But anyways. All right, let's see. He made it such an extreme point to me that out of all the times he's been arrested, how many times has JiDion been arrested? Like, yeah. By the way, your boy JBowens has never been arrested. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I've definitely had some interesting times and interesting things with cops. Maybe I'll tell that story one day. Not today. But maybe I'll tell that story one day. I'll decide if I can tell it and what details I can leave in and everything like that. But yeah, I have 2 YouTube Premiums. It's freaking sad work. Y'all know something even worse? I have freaking Hulu Live and I never use it. The only person that uses it is Lady Bowens, and she has to use it on her laptop and stuff because it changes your location. So you can't change locations a bunch. So they know that you're not, you know, yeah. By the way, since we're having that conversation, Netflix, bro, just stop, okay? I should be able to open my Netflix account and have 10 people on it. I shouldn't, but that's how it used to be. It's sad. I was very hurt when they started actually cracking down on that. If you need a good ad blocker, just hit me up. Actually, I can't. I don't even know if I can talk about that. I don't even know if no. Of course, JBowens would never want you guys to use an ad blocker. Of course not. Why would you do something like that? You prevent JBowens from making money. I would never recommend my chat do anything like that. You know, of course. This is why they hate me. This is why they hate me. Okay. Okay, so they said it was because it's civil rights. Black people are always bringing up civil rights. Like, and don't get me wrong now, like, I'm all about black people getting their civil rights. I'm just not about us using it every time when it doesn't permit. I'm not for us doing that, because then when there are actually civil rights violations, you know, and of course civil rights doesn't always have to do with race. Of course, I know this, but I'm just saying. But he said now he just walks it all back. And of course, in true JiDion fashion, he also straight up lied. He says, I feel like the reason I got to this point is because I haven't been reading comments and I haven't been looking at videos about me talking about the situation. That's really interesting considering he deleted multiple posts due to the influx of criticism he got. Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, y'all know how hard I was looking for that interview with Bloodspeth. I ended up finding it, because we're the goat over here. But yeah, he definitely was deleting the evidence, which I don't have a problem with. I delete the evidence all the time. If I have a stream or something like that, and we two-turn or something like that, we two-turn, I start playing Naruto, I start, you know, playing too much karaoke and stuff like that, I'm deleting it. Okay. Hey, like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, let's say we have a stream where it's JBowens lit Romney night stream and we're hitting shots and it's just two-turn of a stream, I'm deleting it. Okay, like, yeah, y'all can judge me on that if y'all want to, but I just told y'all I'm deleting it. Let's see. He says, I feel like, okay, I haven't been looking at videos. Okay, that's really interesting considering he, all right, there was more deleted content as well, which I will absolutely cover and show proof of. But the biggest tell of this being complete BS is the timing of the release. After JiDion did nothing but defend himself and his actions with his life, he suddenly had a change of heart and uploaded this. Yeah, based on the amount of time that it did take for him to come out and make an apology video, I would definitely say, yeah. Bro, saw that chat got a little hot. Chat got real hot, and bro and his team knew they had to address it. Otherwise, let's keep it stacked. They would have probably just ignored it and just went on. They would have just kept it moving, you know. And you can tell because of the timing. I guess it's a coincidence that once this issue went mainstream and large creators covered it and criticized him, Asmongold, Penguins, or Charlie XQC, massive content creators by the way, he uploaded this video completely backtracking and contradicting everything he's been doing and saying the past 1 to 2 weeks. Dang. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, I'm really not trying to be a shitster or anything like that. I'm kind of gonna have to agree with like Bloodspeth on this. Like yeah, Jid, it might be time to owe Blood a few apologies. But because you guys remember, if you guys saw the debate, JiDion was kind of making it like a legal thing, like, oh well, I didn't specifically say this, so this didn't specifically happen, right? And I think Bloodspeth was just kind of like, yo, but we're just looking at like what's morally right and wrong. What's right and wrong? I always tell people too, even me being a Christian, I'm like, bro, you can completely take the Bible out of it. What really matters is does a person have a concept of what's right and wrong? Y'all think I'm gonna have a problem with somebody who's a good person because they're not Christian? Do you know how dumb I would have to be? Like, a decent moral compass, that's all you need. That is what you need. That's all you need. Now, it says there's a plethora of other issues with the apology too. For example, him blaming streaming for his ego being big in his actions. I'm serious, one of his main points is that streaming makes him malicious. So instead of taking accountability, like he said, he blames the instant gratification from streaming. And that's what I was saying too. I was like, oh, you don't have to harass people while you're streaming. Like, I think me and a lot of other people would have loved to watch you go to a World Cup game. Like me, I don't know how much a World Cup ticket is to the actual games themselves, but especially like a nice one, I can't afford that. But you know who could? JiDion. And you know who could give thousands of people the ability to see and experience something that they would probably have loved to experience but don't have the money to do? JiDion. And I think a lot of his fans would appreciate that. I think the views will be slower, but over time I think it could get better. And I think the perfect indicator that this would be a great move and that is a potential move is, like I said, someone like IShowSpeed. Do you guys know streamers that are going around harassing people and everything that are bigger than Speed? I don't see no Jack Dorothy. No, what's that one dude that got arrested in, like, was it China? No, not China. He would have been cooked in China. Maybe it was Korea? Japan? What's the dude's name? Johnny Somali. You know what I'm saying? Like, harassing streamers, don't get me wrong, that'll get you in the door and that'll start getting you some initial views and everything, but it's just not, one, it's not a long-term play, but two, who wants to be that type of person? Yeah, Johnny Somali. Like, who wants to, like, even if it does get views, what's the point? Like, you know. That's like saying you're not taking responsibility if you stop drinking altogether because you can't stop drinking. Slick. It's like you blaming it's like that. It's like you blaming it would be like me blaming the Michelob Ultra because somebody can't stop drinking if they trying to drink. But it's not the Michelob Ultra's fault that you can't stop drinking. It's your fault. Like, you got to be the person to say, you know what, I'm gonna put the Michelob Ultra down. It's not like you just end up in places with Michelob Ultra and you know, I mean, some people technically mentally may feel like they have to, but really it's you making the decision. It's the Jaeger, bro. It's just the Jaeger. When the Jaeger comes around, I have to finish the entire bottle. Ain't that right, Blade? Now, okay. So instead of taking accountability, he blames the instant gratification. One of the other main issues, though, is him using predator catching as a shield the entire video. There are multiple mentions of him catching predators in the 16-minute video that in no way is about predator catching. What purposes that serve other than making him look better? Also, how many apology videos does he have to make before people realize he won't change? This is the most obvious cycle ever. This isn't the first time he's done this. The JiDion cycle is literally just him doing something wrong, defending himself, backtracking after the criticism is too loud, and announcing that he's changing for the better only to do the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I don't know. How many apologies are we on? I don't know. And also, too, I think that JiDion definitely can just stick to the predator catching, chill, stay out the way. Like, stay out the way. What, something about a full bottle of Jaeger? What we're talking about, Blade? I feel like Blade has definitely down the full bottle of Jaeger. If not, nah, he definitely has. Let's see. Okay. He says that he's going back to his old self and then said he was done with pranks and distractions. But the weird thing is he posted a video a couple weeks ago where he also lies about being called that was where he put in the thumbnail that the person called, you know, him the N-word. Well, it implied that she did, which is, you know, you got to be careful with that stuff, you know, because you don't want thousands of people thinking somebody called you the N-word if they didn't. That's kind of messed up. Not kind of messed up, that is messed up. And also post a video titled I'm a Secret for pure shock bait. Do you guys know why he didn't mention any of that? Because it's not the mainstream drama. He doesn't care about changing for the better. He just wants to save his reputation. And that's why he's only responding to whatever is popular. Let's see. In the whole video, he never really takes accountability. In fact, he frames the controversy against him as people being upset that he was doing content other than predator catching. He ambiguously says things like there's a lot to blame to go around, which a lot of points to him. This is the same video where he claims to be taking accountability. Yeah, JiDion does not actually say that he only has one thing to apologize for. Could you guess what it's for? Not endangering these people, getting the fans arrested, wasting police resources, or anything regarding his actual criticisms. Yeah, after watching it, he actually really didn't. Yeah, he didn't say anything about that. The kids on the bike, getting fans arrested. Yeah, he actually did he apologize? I don't know. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Did he apologize for getting the fans arrested? I just know that he said he had to spend $100,000 helping them get out. Definitely didn't say anything about wasting the police resources. He just said that the money could be better used for the catches, which is true. And anything regarding his actual criticisms. He apologized for distractions and slop content. Note that the only apology in this entire response literally just pivots to his predator catching content. Let's see. He caps off the video by saying he will only be doing pred catches from now on, and he will be conducting himself better with law enforcement. And I guess this is what, you know, you guys already know I'm Unc. I see this all the time, and I'm like, what does it mean? Too long, didn't read. It's used to introduce a brief summary for long articles or posts. Okay, got you. Dang, that's what I should have read the first time. All right, but we actually ended up reading this. This might rival Colleen Bollinger's ukulele response to how bad it is. My video on it will go much more in depth and show many receipts for the claims. Stay tuned. And then we've got the JiDion video right here. So that'll be interesting. We'll definitely want to pop in and see what Bloodspeth's first video responding to this is. I think he did cover it in live, but I don't know. Let's see. No, I can't be showing y'all that. Can I? I can't be showing y'all that members content, man. Wait, all of his lives are always members. Dang. So you guys know I can't show you guys that. Yeah. No. Shout out to his membership, by the way. If you guys are not members of Bloodspeth, go be a member of Bloodspeth. Somebody gifted me one. I'm very lucky. Hey Hannah, hope you're doing good. Okay, so that leads so I'll say we're good with the JiDion stuff. I want to really show you guys this stuff too. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Kaceytron. She I think we kind of mentioned her a little bit earlier in the stream, but she has been drunk driving on live stream. One, you shouldn't be drunk. It's like JBowens telling people you shouldn't be drunk. You should be chill. Keep it chill. Get to a what is it? 1 out of 10. Get to a nice 7. You know, you shouldn't be hitting those 8, 9s, 10s where you're just. And I'm not saying I haven't been there. Y'all have seen me there on stream before, but you don't want to get too turned. You definitely don't want to drive turnt, and you especially don't want to drive turnt while streaming. Now, she did all 3. And let's take a look at that. Shout out to Internet Versus. They made this video. I'm gonna throw my like. You guys hit the likes for this live stream too while you're at it. And I'm gonna show you guys this because it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Kaceytron was potentially driving drunk on stream and caught a ban on Twitch, causing people to go back and watch the clips of her driving to see how intoxicated she may have really been. It starts with Yeet posting that Kaceytron has been banned on Twitch, and Kazahana quoted it saying, "I give it a day or so. I'm sure she's on the Clancy Goon list somehow." And Tectone says, "What the fuck? I thought she was dead." Suck says, "No, not my washed up titty streamer who's a retarded drug addict." And Dazed Dan Confused also posted about it on the livestream fail subreddit, and Spartacus' stream replies back in 24 hours. And Robert the Adventurer says, "It's not a good look for her either way. Not the ban. The fact that nobody knows why she was banned because so few people watch her stream." And One Flexo1 says, "Oh damn, she's still kicking?" And It's My Medicine says, "Pretty sure she was twitching." And Sol Primeval says, "Unfortunately, a bar." Then clips from her stream that caused her to get banned started making the rounds, like Stale 2000 who posted in the livestream fail subreddit. Clip surfaces of Kaceytron driving yesterday while disagreeing with her chat on her state of sobriety.
Please meet up at McDonald's. No loads refused. Only loads allowed. Ho. Honey, if McDonald's is the ultimate destination for your late night rendezvous, then you need to step up your game. Those fries ain't gonna dip themselves. But I'll say this, if you're going unprotected, at least get a Big Mac to go with that questionable decision.
By the way, what's your McDonald's order? I haven't had McDonald's in so long. Actually, I did. The last time I had McDonald's was when me and like Lady Bones was in Gulf Shores. If you guys remember that when we were at the beach, that was a hype time. It was hype. Nah, we was going crazy out there. I'm gonna just show a little clip of that. Do I have one? Did they all get taken down? am I like I'm probably worse than JiDion. I be taking down my stream left and right, but I don't be playing no games. I don't be playing no games, gang. Check out before we really get into this beach JBowens, man. Y'all see I got the shirt going too. Usually chicken nuggets. That's what I'm saying. You can get that chicken nuggets for dummy cheap. That's what I'm saying. I normally like me a chicken 20 piece, 10 piece or something. Probably like, I'm thinking my order, double quarter pounder, 5 or a 10 piece, barbecue sauce. I'm moving like Rakai right now. Barbecue sauce. He be like, barbecue sauce. I go. No, here's Rakai right here. I go 10 piece. Barbecue sauce. Honey mustard. You already know. Double quarter pounder, extra meat, pause. Whoa. Like, and also too, like, you know, it's crazy that he has a stutter, because where my dad's from, tons of people have stuttering because you're not able to fix that problem. Stuttering can actually a lot of times be fixed through like speech development. But, you know, a lot of kids don't have money or resources at their school to be able to handle that. So, like, in my dad's town, a lot of people really have stutters. Now, in 2026, it's not as much of a thing because a lot of public schools and stuff just offer that. But anyways, y'all know me. My speech is not the best. I say and you know way too much. But yeah, Rakai is funny. And actually, for you guys who don't know who we're talking about, let's just go ahead and give you guys this real quick so you.
We've got Rakai here. Rakai, you are.
This was at the streamer event or whatever, the big streamer event that they be having every year. This was him.
We've got Rakai here. Rakai, you are our youngest nominee ever. For those of you who don't know you, do you want to give a little introduction about yourself as a streamer?
Wait, what you mean? What you mean? What?
An introduction of yourself as a streamer.
Nigga, I don't really know. Like, I just stream, yeah.
We've got Rakai.
All right, Roby killing. Nah, y'all know my favorite. Well, sorry, I know I be getting so off topic, y'all. Y'all know my favorite Rakai clip is when bro said petite, bro. He called himself petite. Y'all know I always he was going off on somebody. I'll find it. But he was calling somebody petite, and I already know, like, my mom's clothing size, like, petite, so that's the only time I really ever hear it. Like when I was a little kid and I was real angry because I gotta, like, you know, shop with my mom or something, and I'm over there acting irritated or something, and then she pinched me, and then I start crying. I start looking like that. Cause I've been not grocery shopping, but I've been shopping with her for 3 hours, and I'm like, bro, I had enough. You know, when you like a 7-8-year-old kid, you like, bro, I'm not trying to be at the mall shopping at all, especially not for a few hours. But let me see. He said, "Oh dang, I'm trying to think of what the clip was." They say like arguing. Here we go. Now, see, they got the clip.
You guys, for me.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Niggas are.
Maybe I can't find it, y'all. Actually, I can find it, but it's gonna take a little time. Well, let's get back to this, and I'll see if I can find it. Where were we at? We were at Kaceytron.
You guys are tripping. Like, if that were the case, then restaurants wouldn't be allowed to serve alcohol at all.
I found it. Yo, so that clip right there, they were making fun of him at the show, right? And he wanted to go off, but he didn't, right? Actually, see what we got going on. All right, look at this, y'all. Y'all gonna be like, bro, what? If y'all ain't seen this.
What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen?
You wanna know what I was gonna say? I'll say, listen, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this is not JBowens, but this is slightly JBowens. You know what I'm saying? Like JBowens when JBowens like 15 or something. I'm like, excuse me, hey, ma'am.
What's the coolest dick you ever sucked? Get the fuck off my dick.
No. What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen?
You wanna know what I was gonna say? I'll say, listen, bitch. What's the coolest dick you ever sucked? Get the fuck off my dick. That's what I was gonna say. Chat, Lord, I was gonna say that shit to her face, bro. And for everybody. But I had to just sit down and think. I'm black, petite, sit the fuck down and chill. I was gonna say that shit. I was like, bitch, what's the coolest dick you ever fucking sucked? Ugly. You wanna know?
Bro said, I ain't want to go too hard. I'm black, petite.
I'll say, listen, bitch. What's the coolest dick you ever sucked? Get the fuck off my dick. That's what I was gonna say. Chat, Lord, I was gonna say that shit to her face, bro. And for everybody. But I had to just sit down and think. I'm black, petite, sit the fuck down and chill. I was gonna say that shit. I was like, bitch, what's the coolest dick you ever fucking sucked? You ugly bitch. To her. I was gonna say that. But I just calmed down, bro, and like, see why she even said that shit.
I wouldn't even ask my sweet homies that.
Now I get it. Like, she said it because, I got banned for giving that girl flowers, but she didn't really understand is that.
Yeah, but that's crazy. Like, calling yourself petite, like, as a grown man, it is definitely a diabolical activity. I might have to sit down and chill. Like, bro's hilarious. I don't know why bro is hilarious. Might as well call himself slim thick. That's what I'm saying.
I need to get one
like, bro, what you mean?
I need to get one of those blow things. Like the ones that you can get on your keychain. I would blow, and I would blow under the limit. Like, you guys are tripping. I'm trying to get to McDonald's, okay? I don't really give a fuck. Like, I don't really give a fuck. I'm trying to get to McDonald's.
So she over here turned on the way to get McDonald's on her live. What is you? Like, it's crazy. That's wild.
Okay.
Yeah, I see Kyoto. It looks like you have you got a spinning thing. I don't know.
Shut up. Hi,
/drunk. I'm literally not drunk. You are tripping.
And Departed Hunter replies, once again, something that should be a permanent ban from the platform, but Twitch will unban her in a couple days. And Steelheller says 5th ban as well. And Cordy says, which in itself is a hilarious level of favoritism, considering she has thousands of hours of copyrighted content streamed, hundreds of instances of being severely intoxicated, hundreds of instances of attacking and harassing other partner streamers, hundreds of instances of various forms of
Yo, by the way, I just told JBowens there's a place that has like $3 draft brews today. Was this Tuesday? Bro, if JBowens takes on $3 drafts, that would be hilarious, bro. I might have to, y'all know Unk is learning how to go live on his phone. Like, I might have to go live on my phone and y'all can just see what's going on. But also too, yes, Kaceytron, bro, she's constantly, she's just been taking L's for like 10 years? Like 10 years.
bigotry, including sexism, racism, and so on, all of which are against different parts of the TOS, but hey, myth busted. JiDion says, I'm surprised no one has ever sued her for copyright abuse. Oh, wait. Emma Who Kitten replies, it's cool, she said sorry. The Best Hater says, so much reckless driving. Driving while streaming should be a permanent ban, especially because it breaks the distracted driving laws. But it's crazy to see people do that while also being under the influence and barely having any long-term consequences. At this point, I think platforms should be the ones held responsible. And Robert the Adventurer says, even if she was perfectly sober, this should be a permanent ban with an appeal that requires some kind of driving education course, and a return stream that's an apology for distracted driving, as well as a public service announcement stream on distracted driving. That should be standard for all streamers who engage in distracted driving. I'll be curious if she gets the extra Emily treatment or not. Rocco's mom.
You already know extra Emily always bad driving on stream and stuff. She just got banned. I mean not banned. She got suspended for like 1 day. So we can just say she didn't get suspended. Essentially, let's be real here. 1 day. I think it was like 18 hours. Like, so she didn't, she dealt with no consequences, essentially. And yeah, she almost like hit somebody because she was looking at chat while driving.
Modern Basilisk says, is this chick actually making decent income streaming? How is that possible? And Pompey Sketches replies, she was one of the biggest women streamers, if not the biggest back in the day. She will probably always have name recognition, but I don't think she makes that much money these days. And I Dream of Pikas says, she was one of the biggest woman streamers. She still is. She's huge. Training a Mix says, I would blow under the limit. So you have been drinking. And Moo Cow says, I mean, the clip starts with, if that was the case, restaurants wouldn't be allowed to serve alcohol. So at no point is she arguing she didn't have a drink. And the Real Tryhard says, I was thinking the same thing. If she were sober, she would be saying she was below 0, not under the limit. Logical Patient says, she drunk drives better than sober Emily. And Timpanator says, I feel like most drunks drive better than Emily. Not an endorsement of drunk driving, by the way. Emily is just that bad. And Automatic Bags
Extra Emily's driving is pretty dang bad, I'm not gonna lie.
says, good one, lol. I actually laughed and spilled my beer. Now I gotta drive.
Oh, these are some yeah, Rainbow, these are some you may not know Kaceytron for sure, because yeah, she blew up like, yeah, like I was in probably high school, like early high school too, I think, when Kaceytron like started blowing up. Extra Emily, she's actually just one of the most popular like streamers right now.
To the store and get more. It says, to my bell says, at what point does society agree the whole streamer experiment isn't worth it? And All the Contribution says, I definitely feel like we're at a point where platforms not punishing / banning people should start to make them responsible. Doing certain things that are degenerate, illegal, antisocial, damaging, etc. often gets rewarded with viewership and money, and these things wouldn't be happening if they weren't platformed with little to no pushback. And Successful Rain Orange says, Twitch making money off of a streamer's crime is illegal. This goes way beyond the streamer. Go after Twitch for making money off of this criminal. You'd also post the same clip that we looked at earlier of a Kaceytron driving, and Amber Paradox quote tweets it by saying, well, but now we know why she caught a ban. This is what happens when Twitch barely gives slaps on the wrist for dangerous conduct like driving and possibly drunk / baked out of her mind while streaming. All Twitch is doing by not perma-banning people who do this is build a civil case against themselves when one of their streamers inevitably causes a fatal car crash because they are driving while streaming and talking to chat. And the family sues the company.
Yeah, more Pegasus be going in on Kaceytron. Especially I think when she got sued by Ethan Klein and lost.
into oblivion for it. Ken replies to the clip by saying, clearly under the influence. I pray she gets stopped and loses her license before she kills someone. Tom says, this lady looks like she's on the brink of suicide. Radical Moderate says, she seems at least high as balls, but she is also always retarded. So like this could just be her natural state. Country says, I need one of those blow things. Or you cannot drive after drinking. Leia Sapienti also tweets out this clip from before Casey started driving with the caption, here's Twitch streamer Kaceytron drinking an unknown canned drink and smoking weed before her drive. I have seen an increase in people who are unhappy with what Kaceytron did. There are calls for a permanent Twitch ban because of this. And I don't know how YouTube TOS feels about showing someone drinking alcohol and smoking weed before they drive. So here's just a screenshot of her about to drink, holding the can, and then here is also her about to smoke as well. And KSB replies, no mention of the fart before she swigs that.
Not she farted before she hit the drink too. So she was on live stream, drank, gassed up, on live, and hitting a car ride. And the most diabolical activity is she farted in the car. No, obviously it's the freaking drunk driving. But like, that's crazy too. They caught that she farted.
Dan and Leia says, that's her dono sound. It's super funny that you pointed out, lol. Autistic Clips tweets out this clip with the caption, Asmongold unleashes on Kaceytron after she was banned on Twitch for drinking and driving.
This disgusting person, this annoying, obnoxious, retarded pig should be permanently banned off of the platform. You are drinking and driving, you're reading chat, and you're also doing it all on stream. You are a worthless garbage. You have always been worthless garbage, but it's just somehow gotten worse over the years. And seeing the massive fall off from 3,000 subs down to a sub goal of 150. I mean, that's really sad. It's extremely sad. And I don't think you should get banned. You should get arrested.
Asmongold's house is insane. If you guys haven't seen that video, it's insane. Look it up. Look it up.
It should be against the law. What are you doing? I hope that she stays permanently banned. If she does, by the way, I want to let you know that I will never stop talking about you and keeping up with you. I will never stop. In 20 years, I will do it. It will come to my mind if I'm still alive in 20 years, if you're still alive in 20 years. It will come to mind and I'll think, you know what? What's she up to nowadays? How can I make it worse? I do it for the love of the game.
The streamer bans also tweets out that she was banned.
Oh, I thank you, Poppy.
Tweets it by saying, banned for drinking and driving on stream.
We love
Stay
you
banned,
too.
Please. You're a danger to the public. Nyara quote tweets the post by saying, free my queen, what the fuck? And Josh Hip Girl says, she allied too hard during Pride Month and overshadowed the gays. This is her punishment. Fruity Necromancer says, marching down to Twitch HQ with my picket sign right now. And Josh Hip Girl says, I will join you. The Adventurers Encampment says, back in my day, Kaceytron was a League of Legends streamer who claimed to be pro, but was actually god-awful and fed every game. Now she's a fat stoner who calls everyone that doesn't like her an incel. I'd say how the mighty have fallen, but she was never mighty to begin with. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives, Kiko, Salsal, Cultist Bandito, Captain Crash Out, Dearboy, Noobster, and Squunchmo. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Alright. I like this one. But okay. So we got that. Yeah, I just thought, well, that was interesting because if you guys haven't seen not Extra Emily, but Kaceytron, she is a whole experience, I guess you could say, and it's not a good one, but she is a whole experience. And so I want to see this too because Swampy D dropped this 19 hours ago, but I wondered, like, I don't know if it's about what's happening like right now. So I just kind of wanted to like check it out, kind of see what was going on with it. Obviously, you guys know this is OnlyUseMeBlade, the biggest drunk streamer of all time. So So let's see what's going on.
Welcome back to another diabolical video here on the Swampy D channel. Today we're looking once again at our very, very good friend OnlyUseMeBlade, aka Brian Rizzo, this absolute legend of the Jägermeister Screets. Now, if there was ever a human being on this planet that has consumed more of Jägermeister than anybody else, it would 1000% without a shadow of a doubt be Blade. This man is so deep into alcoholism, we are at end game absolutely diabolical hours, but yet we still cover the man because he still somehow, some way is still kicking. So recently he got kicked out of his nursing home, is no longer the caregiver for his mother, and is now living in hotels. Apparently he's living with some family members, but they're super religious according to him, so he can't really do streams, so he gets these hotels to do the streams. But I'm almost thinking that that's just some sort of elaborate ruse here, and I think he might be in these hotels non-stop. But let's check it out.
$21 doubles. People, I love you. There we go. What up, man? Man, everyone's been like, fuck Blade. He didn't give us an update. I'm here, dude. I'm here. I love you, dude. No, it's not going to be no 1 hour of watching. Now I'm here, dudes. Show you what we're working with tonight. Show you what we're working with tonight. We've got Jägermeister.
So we've already seen this one. This is the one where, you know, he was...
Orange.
He had both Jaegers with him, the orange and the regular.
Definitely say which one you want.
He's stepping it up a little bit.
I forgot my shot cups because I'm an idiot. Let's spring bean. Hey, up. You missed back. You own 85 shots person. Already drunk. Haven't drank anything, dude. I can see you, dude. Yeah, I can see everyone. Said last stream. Well, I ate before last stream. I'm well rested. I got food. I got Jaeger. I'm good, dude. We're not going to have another stream where that was so unbecoming the hype. So unbecoming the hype. I didn't drink a whole handle last time. Attempted to, but didn't do that. That's impossible, dude. I don't think the human body can take a whole fucking half gallon. I can't prepare to rock out, dude.
I honestly had no freaking clue that they had an orange Jaeger. I guess that's probably not my fault because I haven't drank Jaeger since I was like 21 or 22 years old. It was one of the first things I got into because it was super sweet, easy to mix with the Red Bull, you know. But seeing Brian being like 15 years older than me still drinking some Jaeger bombs when I haven't touched one in probably 10, 15 years at this point blows my mind. And the fact they have an orange Jaeger, what the f is that supposed to even taste like? Somebody tell me in the comments, what does orange Jaeger taste?
Yeah, it's like I could go and get orange Jaeger to get the full Blade experience, but that just sounds terrible. Like orange Jaeger sounds awful. I'm not gonna lie. And the crazy thing is too, I think when he's not mixing the orange Jaeger with like Red Bull, he's mixing it with like an orange flavored drink. This is like orange on orange. I feel like that's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Off the top of my mind, I get Tang vibes, but with sadness involved. And Tang is supposed to be a happy drink, not a sad drink, so I can't imagine
Rainbow,
how
yeah, Swampy's
absolutely
dope.
diabolical orange Jaeger must taste like. But trust me, it only gets worse from here, boys.
I did not strike Locale Lucky Dip. He left me a message. This was like weeks ago. He had been in my chat. He like left me a message and stuff. He had called me, but I didn't strike Locale Lucky Dip. So, I don't know, dude. Conway Whale Watchers? Nuke me, bro. That would be lit. That would make the stream extra lit. Yeah, it's hotel again until we get our place fucking fully solidified. We have been fortunate enough to stay at a family member's house, but they're really religious, and I can't even smoke cigs there, dude. So, a fucking stream there is impossible. So, the calm before the store. It's annoying. Let me see if I turn this off, we'll turn the fan off. Haven't got our own place yet, no. Do Miss Tyler? Yeah. Do Miss Tyler? Do Miss Tyler, dude. Tyler was becoming part of the hype. I mean, originally, you guys hated Tyler. Well, every time someone new's on a stream, they're always going to be like, I hate this person, or I love this person, like half and half. But a lot of you guys were liking Tyler near the end there. I'm not going to say what I tell him that, dude. Here's the thing. I love my viewers, but there's a very small percentage of viewers that are doxers and, people that don't want to see me like do well or put on a stream. So just because of a small amount of people, it ruins it for the rest of them.
So something that's going on right now, apparently some kind of channel called Locale Limp Dick, Lucky Dip, I don't fucking know, brothers, apparently got struck down by Blade, and that's a very common thing. I get a lot of comments all the time when I cover Blade. People are like, be careful, he's gonna get
Y'all know it's crazy. I'm talking to Lady Bones, and she just told me she didn't get a notification too. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm streaming." She was like, "What? I didn't get a notification. Why? YouTube? Yo, what are y'all doing? Get right here." Yeah. Hey.
Betcha. And Blade knows not to play
Push
those
your
games with
boy.
Uncle Swampy D. He doesn't want to belt the ass. Blade might be 15 years older than your boy, but your boy has the authority here. And my belt has rivets. And I don't know if you've ever been beaten by a belt with some rivets in it, boys. But that shit don't feel very good. And Blade don't want none of that, so of course we're cordial. It's been very cordial. Why would he want to mess with Uncle Swampy D? Why would Uncle Swampy D want to have to spank old Blade boy? I think it's all good, you know? And if it's not, I'll go like 2001 R. Kelly and I'll pull out my gun.
Yes, I don't owe hella shots, dude. TTS not working. What? It should be. Why? Wondering why. Let's do a tester. 1 second, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the stream. 1 second. I thought there was a 21er in there, but I could be mistaken. I'm gonna take one. I thought that Mysterious drifted to 21, but I'm not seeing it. All right, guys. Do you want me to take a regular Jaeger bomb, or do you want me to take an orange Jaeger bomb?
You are a plague, and all you do is kill people.
Oh, it's definitely working, dude. Do this, and we'll do a regular one too. Ooh, it looks like pee. Cheers!
Yo, Blade's huge fan. Did you see the?
Not gonna lie, this stream was so just sad to watch. I wonder too, is this just going through this stream? Does Blade live in Vegas? Let's see, I'm gonna move it along. Let's see.
Orange, or if you guys want me to do the.
I was hoping it was really gonna be like something recent. Let's see.
You aren't able to let us know, so we don't sit and expect. Okay, so I'm sorry that I didn't like give you an update.
I think he streamed this on like Thursday.
Page. I apologize. Let me tell you what I would like. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 is coming off PS4. Doing orange and green. Hey, what up, dude?
Blade, you are hot as hell. Take a shot for me, sexy.
Oh, I like the green better, dude. I like the green better, dude.
It was barely 50 minutes.
Do I miss back? Sure.
Dude just does not stream anymore. Like, what does he stream like once a week? Like, come on, once a week? I really don't know how Blade even survives. Like, how?
Per usual, Brian is.
Don't get me wrong, he makes good money on stream, but you gotta actually be streaming
and copy strike them and take them down and send them false community guideline strikes and such like that, which is absolutely deplorable and nobody should ever do that. But of course, we're talking about somebody like Brian here. We're not talking about any sensible human being who actually understands terms of service or actually gives a shit about any of that. Brian will do what Brian will do, and there's no real use in questioning it a lot of the time because there's not a lot of thought going into it. It's just impulse.
NRV, dude. It's not Dr. Pepper scam, dude. It's the Yager. Dude, for whoever donated this triple. Anyway, so I want to be able to do that. Still keep it to the once a week. To be honest with you.
Are you going to stream your liver failure, Raj? No amount of awesomeness can stop the inevitable. You are the GOAT. We hate you, Blade.
There's so much up and down with that, dude. First off, I drink once a week. I didn't drink last week. I did drink last week because I had Jaeger left over from the thing, and we had some drinks. But I don't, literally I drink for stream, and that's it. Figured out person. But yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't give you a fucking update. Like, a lot of people were sending death threats, fuck you didn't update us. I'm like, dude, I can't tell if you're being serious or what, dude. Bring back Jake. Tyler punched him at 5 a.m. for trying to make content on you, and then Tyler got locked out, and we never heard or saw Jake again. What the fuck happened? Jake's around, dude. Jake's around. You left your backpack at the hot dog stand. Dude, when I was getting Jaeger, for some reason, I bought hella candy. And I'm not really a candy person. You guys know this, dude.
Alright, let's see. I feel like we've seen this stream.
$5 if you play Bob Seger breakdown.
I don't know about you guys, but that orange Jaeger looks like some of those bottles you'd find on the side of the road full of piss. I don't know about you guys, but that's the vibes I'm getting. Maybe it's just the saturation. I don't know. But it's almost about as yellow as Blade's skin. It's only gonna get more diabolical
chin.
though. So up next is some clips from some recent stream that Blade did with his homeboy who apparently helps take care of his mother, and well, it's absolutely diabolical.
My mom is getting the help that she needs, and
I still haven't figured out what's on his chin. Does anybody know what was on this dude's chin the entire stream? Like, is it like maybe like pimple cream or something? Like why is that there? Like, he's got to know that's there, right?
Place that we were staying at before, I couldn't stream at. They were very.
Your power just went out. Dang.
Crazy. But you now, I have the freedom to travel.
A John Dice spot. What is that? Let me take a look.
Even though, like, I don't want to be like, yay, mom's like, you know, getting the help she needs, whatever. And that gives me frees up. But I'm gonna take the positive out of it. I want to go to Vegas, dude. There's nothing stopping me from doing Vegas, and Vegas will be lit in the next week or so. I'm gonna be going. I think it'd be a good idea to take my talents down to Vegas, dude. I think it'd be lit, dude. Not abandon mom hype. Mom is very well taken care of.
Now, Blade
can that do that? Like, I know obviously you'll have like yellowing and discoloration and stuff like that when you drink too much from like liver failure, but like, can it do that? Like, can it be like one weird spot like that? You know, is that a thing?
Vegas for quite a few months now. It seems like his plan has been to figure out how to get Mama Blade out the picture so he can go and get litty on stream in Vegas.
So that's probably what it is.
And honestly, I think that truly is the case.
Yeah, like I would think I could see like if somebody has like the bottom of their foot or like in their eyes or something like that, but like or their hands maybe.
She's at now is
but
very much better than where she was
like,
before being stuck with this.
It can be like a small spot like that. I've never seen that or heard of that. Who knows? Maybe.
Years being cursed by having a man like that who doesn't even have a foot taking care of me, and he can't even take care of himself, let alone put himself to bed. Gotta have the police and the fire department come over for that. Sad times.
Speak up, person.
As much as I appreciate Peggy and everything she's done, I think that she just needs a lot of attention sometimes, so I don't think she's actually really like, to begin with. I never really thought she was. I think we're all middle that in.
What are you talking about? Mustard spot, actually. I'm streaming in the back because the lighting's good in here.
Listen, felon so a lot of people on chat can't believe
that's true, real.
Curb stomped. Let's make a deal. Let me know where you are, mano on mano. I will take the side of people in chat who want you destroyed, and you can fight a toxic viewer.
It's not going to happen. Of all my years doing IRL and all in punks, I said punks, you
Hey, Snitch Rizzo. You may not reveal where you are, but we know where you're going. Straight to the bowels of between throwing your friends under the bus,
it's a
making
mustard
your
spot.
mother wish she was dead, and killing Willie. Poof update.
Oh, it's gone now.
Wow. Anyways, other dude that says you're gonna see me in real life, you're not. You're a punk. You're a crimey.
Bro must have been drunk. He started stream like that with that massive spot on him. He just left it there. Like,
what?
Yeah.
No one's ever did it from 10 years of streaming. Like, you're just a keyboard dude. So I'm going to Vegas. I'm gonna be IRLing. If you're really about that life, come see me. But you're not. You're sit down. Give me your money more though. Cheers to that.
Hey, I'll cheers you on that too.
Now that's a rabbit hole I need to go down. Is there any actual clips of Blade getting ran up on? I vaguely remember somewhere in the RV arc that he had some sort of altercations, but I don't think that really counts because it's not a viewer running up on him and smacking him.
Yeah, Rainbow.
But I do
most
think
definitely. He's probably already dealing with it.
Blade, why don't you
For
back
sure.
out there in Vegas, brother? They get a little litty out there. And honestly, hearing Homeboy talk about Blade's mom and low-key shading her is kind of insane. I can't even imagine like having anybody talk trash about my mom, let alone ever let my mom be in a situation that's going on right now. But look where we're eating at, right? But yeah, I guess it really does just show you the reality of this very sad situation. And we all know it's
I would.
Why don't you find something you trust?
Oh, this was when he was. We'll show this and then we'll end it.
And you are not.
Now, but look where we're eating at, right? But yeah, I guess it really does just show you the reality of this very sad situation. And we all know it's definitely only gonna get worse.
Hello?
I am not ready for your bullshit. You better tell that chap that I'm fully ready. I am still ready for you. You owe me my.
Hey, have fun with your grandparents.
Go. I'll stream and I'll.
That's a good question if Blade's the only child. He definitely acts like one.
You're okay, but
honestly, I think he does have family though, like siblings.
I'm doing great, except for all your bullshit, lying, bullshit.
How? Time out. Where did I lie? Come on, Beck. I've never lied on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Where's my money? Send me my money. You, dude. It isn't me taking your money.
Okay, well that's a misconception. How about this?
Why don't you find someone you trust that won't steal from you? As you know, I won't.
I know you won't. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Beck? You're over.
Has he got more mustard on his finger too? Like this is just a mustard guy. Like what's he do? What's he got going on? Like, bro, do you not like wash your hands or like, bro, what's going on here, bro?
You know you're overreacting right now. No,
it's nasty.
No, Jiminy Christmas, dude. All right, well let's take a shot for Beck. Because she's overreacting.
And what an actual sweet surprise. We get a cameo from good old Beck, who is calling in, setting the record straight, because apparently there's a narrative going around that she stole some sort of valuables, some sort of money, if you will, from good old Blade here. Like he has anything for anybody to steal. But turns out that she's claiming the opposite, and Blade owes her money and valuables. So I guess at the end of the day, we'll see how that continues to pan out, because I would have thought by now Beck, whatever her name is, would have been long gone. And
yeah, Slick, speaking of which, I thought the Beck arc was over too. But yeah, guys, it's just a quick one today. I can't say I'm not sure if I'm gonna drop any more content today, but starting tomorrow I'm gonna be kind of back in my normal rotation. So you guys know I'm not gonna be streaming as much, but we're gonna be having the videos coming back like crazy. You know, you guys know I haven't dropped a video in like days, but I've been on stream. I probably streamed what, like 20-25 hours or something in the past 5 days, something like that. So not too bad, not anything crazy, but not too bad. I think for you know, for me just kind of doing this kind of little, like, I guess you could call it a vacation with Lady Bowens, you know, being able to stream 20-25 hours isn't that bad on vacation, you know. So we'll do that. But yeah, guys, expect much more videos too. I'm gonna start flooding with you guys with videos too, especially once we get the membership going. So there'll be like Blade on there. There'll still be, obviously there's gonna be Nova, Sophia Chu, maybe what's going on with JiDion. Obviously if Andrew Ditch or any of these other locals are, you know, doing something, we'll catch into that. Will Kelly's arc has been real interesting, so expect probably a Will Kelly video coming soon too as well. But yeah, appreciate you guys for popping in. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Really, Lady Bones didn't make that Tofia video. Yeah, she didn't. I think she's about to eat right now, so she's actually not gonna be here honestly for another few hours. So I gotta go find something to do. But I'm gonna catch you guys around. Really appreciate you guys being here. Absolutely, I've had a really fun week with you guys, like going live all week. So I'm gonna kind of miss like being able to go live every single day, but you know, life, you know, you got life too, so I can't just be live every day. But I'm gonna catch you guys. Hope you guys are great. I'll see you 226. See you real. See you bling. See you rainbow. See all y'all. See all y'all. See you Dill. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in here? Whoever's in here. Tocinos. We'll see y'all. Y'all be good though.